Alright, what's going on, y'all? WeBull is back again, coming at you with the mine tier list. This is going to be the general overview of the tier list. I did move around some things towards the end as we're talking about these characters. S tier is going to be like the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the beast of the beast, and then the A is going to be like these characters are really strong, worth working on. Somewhat ordered. I want to say that I somewhat ordered them, but not like perfectly like, oh yeah, this is the best A, this is the best, this is the second best B, third, fourth, fifth. This is really just like depending on what you want to value. Like I said, throughout the video, I'm changing them around depending on what type of content you're running. B is going to be the characters that you might pull and are only worth working on if you don't really have better. No are going to be the characters that you shouldn't be working on. You just get them, get your orbs from them, and then just toss them to this wayside. Brave Battles, GQ only, like. To be honest, like this Byakuya could be like way up top here as well. He's a really good character, and I did put Kenpachi up here, but I was saying, yeah, like he could go up there. For those that are new, feel free to subscribe if you haven't, and make sure to check out the Discord. Link will be down in the description. It's like a Facebook group, but a bit more anonymous. Alright, what's going on, guys? WeBull's back again, coming at you with the tier list for the mind units. Now, obviously, like I said, I'm not going to order them too much. I will order them a bit, seeing as how I feel as I'm recording the video. Just keep in mind that I will be talking about these characters, how well they do in other places, so this will be a long video. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. First and foremost, let's start off with the links. I think the links we can put together relatively quickly. Alright, so let's talk about strong attack damage links first. This white Ichigo, keep in mind this Cacao Society white Ichigo, he has not been resurrected yet, but he is a strong attack damage 25% link. Right, as of late, they have been making these seasonal characters that are being resurrected with good links, so he could end up picking up strong attack recharge as well, or excuse me, or strong attack, he could get strong attack recharge or full stamina damage boost. He is a strong attack damage 25 link, right? So that could end up swaying the meta a little bit. Obviously, we have Senkaizen, full stamina damage boost 20% link, and strong attack damage. Rose, personally, I love his link, strong attack recharge 14%, and then strong attack damage 16. And then we also have Ulquiorra, which is strong attack recharge 12, sad 16. Rukia is going to be damage inflicted at full stam with recover 16% stamina. For characters that can't really heal themselves up, this could be a okay alternative link. Personally, I wouldn't really recommend it, so that's why I'm going to keep these two at the bottom. Baragon is strong attack recharge and last ditch 80%, not quite 100%, but if you're doing Senkaimon and you haven't really picked up your first Senkaimon Ichigo, then this could be a good in a pinch link if you need the last ditch for whatever reason. We do have Senkaimon Ichigo over here, which is strong attack recharge and last ditch, which is nice. And then I'll throw this over here. I can throw this over here. Let's see, where are our SP links? Of course, the best SP link in the game, in my opinion. Strong attack, full stamina damage boost 25% link. This character, Chad, is absolutely incredible, and since he's a full stam 25% link and strong attack recharge 12, you could actually put him over here as a NAD link as well. I have the links here, right? NAD link, SAD link. Obviously, he's mainly going to be made for SAD because of the strong attack recharge, but full stam 25% and then strong attack recharge on a character like Jushiro, for example, really good because he does keep his full stamina damage boost relatively easily. Alright, so going into other links, we do have this character right here. I'm going to put her actually right down here, right under the... Honestly, these are interchangeable in my opinion, depending on what you need. She is a strong attack recharge 12% and full stamina damage boost 16% link. I personally love this link in particular, especially now that characters are getting drained a lot more regularly. I think that if we actually go over here and I just like do this and I type in drain on special types, you'll see here we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drain characters this year alone compared to the 4 that we got in the last year, and we haven't even seen the anniversary character yet. So they have been aiming for more of a full stamina damage boost meta, so that definitely is one thing to note. Next we have this Yumi Chika. Yumi Chika actually is a dodge 11% and strong attack recharge link. Personally, I don't really think it's all that special. I'm gonna put it in Brave Battles only because I see a lot of people actually running dodge nowadays. So having this dodge with being able to stack for 26% evasion and having like strong attack recharge or normal attack damage, I think those links are going to be popping off a little bit throughout the course of the meta shift that people are trying to get into. I'm personally trying to lead more towards an SP based shift, but we need more characters that don't have invincibility before we can actually do something like that. And then last but not least, I believe Mind still not resurrected. Interesting. That's another character that I kind of want to put on this list. Tensa Zangetsu is a 14% strong attack recharge link, but he hasn't been resurrected yet, so I'll be interested to see what he resurrects into. Next, we do have this character, which is Acorns, is obtained from the Brave Battle Metal Exchange, and he is the only crystal farming link that's a 5-star for Mind. So that's definitely one thing to note as well. There's no coin link right now for Mind, so I didn't really want to put 4 stars because I feel like those kind of are irrelevant to talk about. And let's just get right into everything else. Byakuya is going to be a character with Marauder and Flurry, which is actually really nice. Ginjo, actually we'll put him in the links as well. Ginjo is a damage inflicted at low stam 30% strong attack recharge link. I like this link, but my issue with it is since you're mainly building characters with full stam, you won't really see this used all that often unless you're running something like Senkaimon, where one of the rules is start at low health. We do have, for the NAD links, we do have this Grimjaw damage reduction 20%, which is good for Brave Battles, as well as normal attack damage 16%. We also have Kusaka, who's damage reduction 16, and then normal attack damage 16. Chojiro, he is strong attack damage and recovers 16% stamina. I don't really like this link all that much, but I think it's worth noting if you don't really have too many links. I do want to bring a few more links than normal so that people are aware of these things. Momo is going to be a strong attack recharge 12% and recover 16% stamina. That's going to be good for your full stamina damage boost characters, and I think that's pretty much it about the links besides this one, which is what's Zangetsu? NAD 25, damage reduction 16, and then I want to say that that's all for the actual links. I don't think that we have any more Senkaimon links here. Okay, good. Alright, going into Hikone, honestly, this character, I'll put him at the end of B tier. I don't think that he's worth working on nowadays, but he's still a relatively good character to play with. He has a lunge for strong attack, an 800 AoE distant second strong attack, and a full screen third. He also has Sprinter plus 2 and Long Stride, so he is relatively quickly. Noitora, I think he's only really useful in Brave Battles now. He doesn't have Guard Break, and honestly, even in Brave Battles, he's going to fall short. I don't want to put him very high up there because realistically right now it's a captain's meta with the invincibility, Pierce invincibility. So this character, he's just a booster. If you don't have Chad, if you don't have Tsukishima, I do see people running him, but he doesn't even have Enhancer, which is really bad for a boost. B tier is going to be Kukaku. Honestly, I think that he's a bit better. Aizen, honestly, he is probably one of the biggest and most best disappointments I've ever seen in my entire life. Honestly, I'd rather put him over here because I think he's a little more useful. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'd put him. I think he has a 40% magnification, first strong attack, which honestly is not even that bad, at least by today's standards. Unfortunately, he didn't get Berserker, he didn't get Havoc. Like, he doesn't really have a lot going for him, which is really unfortunate. I do actually like this Sapporo Beam, 3000 length beam for a strong attack, crawling vortex. He does have Havoc, fortunately, so that vortex is pretty big. And then his third strong attack was a 900 radius third strong attack, but with Havoc it's 1080, so his third strong attack is acceptable in my opinion. Koga, 3000 length beam, 960 AoE distant, 1170 AoE distant third strong attack. Really good kit. Probably one of my favorites. His only issue is that unless you have him like max transcended, he falls off a bit in terms of damage because he doesn't have Berserker, he doesn't have like full stand built into him, he doesn't have Disabler, he doesn't have any of that good stuff. To be honest, I'd rather like put him a little bit back there because at least this Byakuya, you'll be running him in GQ like non-stop. Like, this guy actually is By the way, for those that wonder what website this is bbs-simulator.com, the best website when it comes to Bleach Brave Souls database. Fortunately, KLab hasn't really attacked this website yet, which is awesome, so I do commend KLab for that. Because of Soldex and Hiken, we can actually get a lot of this information a bit early, and we can get you news before you accidentally like spend orbs all willy-nilly without understanding what you're summoning on. Melee damage plus 10%, plus 30% in Guild Quest, so really good link. Like, he is a NAD 30 link too, so just keep that in mind. So you can put him in the like NAD links or like GQ only, but honestly I'd put him in A tier. He's a really good character. He does have guard break with the Marauder and nullify melee resistance, which is good for some Senkaimon quests. Honestly, this guy, I'll put him at the end of B tier. I think he's okay. I don't think he's bad. I just think he just had he has no real place. He was meant for brave battles, and I'll put him in no. Imagine an anniversary character being put in no. Rangaku, 3000 length beam, beyond full screen, 3rd strong attack, vacuum, pushback, 2nd strong attack. She has weakening on everything. She has a no affiliation killer, which kind of holds her back, but she is overall a good character in my opinion. Isane, I'll put her in B tier. I don't feel like she has too much use. I love Sprinter and Long Stride, but at 1 out of 5, this Hikone doesn't really do much in this by today's standards. I'll put the Toshiro up here. Like, I feel like Toshiro will deal more damage. Let me see. Toshiro. And then I want to bring up Isane. She got Berserker, I believe. Yeah, she did get Berserker. Recover stamina built in. Barrier. I feel like barriers kind of hold you back unless you're, what do you call it? Unless you got multi-barrier. A Poise, Berserker. Yeah, I'm gonna bring her down. I don't think she's worth building. I don't think she's a horrible character. I just don't really think she's all that worth it. Yeah, Toshiro, I do like this Toshiro, but no Havoc, which I feel holds a lot of characters back. I wouldn't recommend building her, but like if that's what you got, that's what you got. I'm gonna put this Ichigo up here. I'll actually put him in front. Lunge, 1st strong attack, 2500 beam, 2nd strong attack, and then his 3rd strong attack is the 975 AoE distant. If you're familiar with the 1170, characters like Koga, characters like Kirinji, characters like who's a good one? Okiura. Yeah, those characters like Arena Okiura, I should say. Very good 3rd strong attack, but he doesn't have Havoc, which is unfortunate, but he does have the transformation mechanic, which does allow him to reset all of his cooldowns, so he gets more strong attacks. Also, one thing to note is that he's a Chronicle Quest bonus character, so if you need a Chronicle Quest bonus character and you have him, just make sure that you work on him. Retsu, I do like this Retsu. She does have Havoc. I'm gonna put her above I'll put her above Salaporo. Her 1st strong attack is Dudu, but the 960 2nd and the full screen 3rd are gonna be really good. I don't actually, you know, I don't really see her being used anywhere. I don't think she's a bad character, but I don't really see her being used anywhere. Same with Koga. Honestly, I'm putting them in the back of B tier because I do think she's better than Koga though. She hits hard. Halibel. No, I wouldn't recommend building her. I'll put her in the top of B tier because she is a really strong character. B tier. I'll put her here. Boost, Flurry, no guard break, which is unfortunate. Loopy, I think he's better than Hikone depending on the content you're running. Hikone will clear faster if Hikone can one-shot. If he can't one-shot, honestly, I wouldn't even really be working on him though. I'll put him like this. Yeah, I'll put it like that. Candace, really good. Lunge for strong attack, 960 2nd, full screen 3rd. She does have Havoc. She has Berserker, 20%. She has paralysis on everything, and she does have Sprinter +2. I really like that character. Shusuke, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what he does. I genuinely have zero idea. I don't even know if he has Flurry. He probably does, but I pull this character so much that I just genuinely hate him. Bruiser 20, Flurry, Soul Reaper, normal attack damage 20%, burn. He has burn. I did not know that. And yeah, he's all right. I don't think he's all that. He doesn't have guard break. Confirming. Well, yeah, no guard break, so kind of useless. Kisuke, love this Kisuke. I'm gonna put him above Candace. Reason for that is one, he has barriers, which not really all that special, but as a NAD unit can be very useful. He does have a PvE killer, and he is also a link slot farmer, which is really good for epic raids. This character, I'm gonna put her right above Aizen because she's a little better than Aizen, but still very, very much a disappointment. Neliel, she does have Disabler, so when it comes to farming IT, she does actually have Disabler against only Heart Soul Reaper enemies. So I'll put her above these guys because at the very least in IT she'll be somewhat useful. Noelle, very, very good kit, 3000 length beam, 960 AoE second, full screen third. Gremmy, I do like Gremmy. I'd actually put him up. I put him right. I'll put him in between. I feel like he can be really interchangeable. He's an okay unit. He has an 18% mag for strong attack, which really sucks. His second is good, and his third is good with the 960 AoE full screen combo. He is completely immune to status ailments, which is pretty nice. And on top of all that, he does have the revive mechanic on his special. So for content like epic raids, if you're having trouble with it, he's not a bad character to have in order to provide a little bit of support to the party if they need it. Honestly, unfortunately, I don't really see him being used in epic raids just because, Izuru, he's under Nope. I'll put him above the Ichigo though. Edrad, honestly, he has some room to be used in like some Senkaimon stages, but for the most part, he's kind of a Nope. I feel like he didn't really get what he needed to be good, but he does have a little bit more use than a lot of these characters. Ruruka, she does have Disabler against Heart Hollow enemies, and she is a Christmas unit, but she also has an 18% mag for strong attack, and she doesn't have Havoc, unlike Gremmy. I'm gonna put her above Gremmy just because she has more uses, since she can farm IT, and that Disabler can be relatively useful. Daddy Ichigo, I'm still gonna put him in S tier because I think he's 100% worth it. Next in S tier, I'm gonna put Lisa, and then I'm also gonna put Neliel. I do think Lisa is better than Nell, but Nell also farms IT. She has the links there, and then she also has the link slot potions there. Lisa, definitely one of the better units. I think that she's going to be interchangeable with Ichigo just because Ichigo has the 3000 length beam, he has the 960 AoE second strong attack, full screen third, and he also has a boost built into his kit. So as a booster, I think that Ichigo is going to keep a lot of his value, but Lisa's just way too OP. I think that she's going to be excellent. Like if I pull up these S tier characters real quick, or at least the ones that I consider S tier, for Mind, we're going to go Nell, Lisa. Oh, it's 10 years later, Ichigo. Strong attack recharge 12%, Berserker 60%, 3000 length beam, chance to instant kill with his special, Sprinter +2, he has Marauder, Havoc 20%, Frenzy, damage reduction built into his kit, he has a Soul Reaper and Captain Killer, so good for 4 guild quests. Reed, Soul Reaper dodge, which can be somewhat useful, paralysis and weaken immunity. He's a really just awesome character. Going into Nell, Berserker 40%, damage to drain enemies plus 20%, drain on all of her attacks. No Disabler, which is honestly what holds her back a bit. She does have a Hollow Killer, and then she has Havoc 20%, the Heart Link Slot Potion, and Super Heart Link Slot Potion skill, so made for farming IT. But unfortunately, there are going to be some times where the enemies are immune to drain, and that's going to hold her back a lot. She does have the full stamina only increased strong attack damage plus 40% built into her. So with the Berserker 40, damage to drain enemies 20%, and full stamina 25% when you get her to T15, 100% worth it. She has Guard Break, and then she's also going to be dealing 40% extra to her strong attack damage after the run starts, which is important to note because that means that it's going to stack heavy. This is one of the strongest skills in the entire game. I'd put it almost on par with Frenzy because technically it's almost like you're getting Frenzy plus 0.6 on your character. It's like you have Frenzy plus 1.6, the way that the strong attack damage plus 40% when you're at full stem stacks. Yeah. Overall, really, really, really good skill. It's why Kenpachi is absolutely insane. Now, the premium pull, Lisa, she has increased status element chance against all heart attribute enemies, so her killer is not really all that necessary, but the killer will help her in that particular GQ immensely. Status ailment spiritual pressure boost plus 80%, she has frenzy plus 1, and then she also has mind attribute character strong attack damage plus 20%, which is really good. We talked about that just now with Nell's plus 40%, so really, really, really strong. But this goes for your party as long as your character is as long as your ally is a mind unit, which is all the time in IT, Berserker 40%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds to go along with the Lacerate and Paralysis, really good. Damage to lacerated enemies plus 40% with Disabler is insane, and then she also has Guard Break built into her kit and Sprinter plus 1. Overall, Lisa's absolutely nuts. Her first strong attack is the 750 AoE distant. Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought she had the 750. Okay, she has the 1200 by 1200 shotgun blast for a strong attack. Her second is going to be the same as Bankai Shuhei's, and then her third is going to be a standard full screen third strong attack. Dang, that's a better first strong attack than I remember. I remember her having either, I remember her having the 750, the same thing as Nell Yell. So her first strong attack is actually better than this Nell's. The Nell has the 750 AoE distant if you're familiar with characters like Spirits Are Forever With You Yoruichi, as well as Spirits Are Forever With You Beyond Bankai Kenpachi. A second strong attack is going to be the Vacuum Explosion, 750 by 750 second strong attack. So overall, these three characters are really good. Another character that I would actually put up on top along with these characters is probably going to be Lunar New Year Rukia. Rukia actually is absolutely insane. I love this character. I'm going to put her in S tier. I'm actually going to put her above Daddy Ichigo, because for the same reasons Daddy Ichigo is really good with like a booster, this character is absolutely bonkers. Normal attack damage 20% link, bruiser 80%, team boost with the booster skill, which gives you an extra 30% to your boost. So you're, instead of getting a 33% boost, you're getting a 42.9 times 1.3, a 42.9% boost to your defense, attack, and focus. Attack and focus on a max transcendent character is absolutely insane. So getting this character 2 out of 5 for that extra focus boost, she hits like a truck, and she is really good. We have Flurry, we have follow-up plus 2, she has poise, range damage plus 30% in Guild Quest. You can use her in ranged Espada week to combine with characters like Ulquiorra, the Cacao Society Ulquiorra, and she also has ailment reversal. So if an enemy would cause you a status ailment, she's going to counter that. She won't be affected by the status ailment, and they will be affected by it instead, and she's going to heal 20% of her health. So having her with like full stamina damage boost is definitely it's very practical. I was going to say reliable, but that's not really the word that I was thinking of. So she does have Guard Break, immune to freeze, so great for ranged or Ronkar week, and then Sprinter plus 1. Honestly, I love this character. She's absolutely nuts, and I hope that we get more boosts characters later on in the future. Next, we do have this Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra, I'm going to put him on top of A tier just because as of right now, he is absolutely he shreds everything. The reason I don't want to put him behind like characters like Candace and stuff is because he is so damn powerful as is. I would really, if we're talking about Espada week, I'm putting him in GQ only S tier, because in Espada week he is probably the stupidest character I've ever seen in my entire life. This character has a normal attack damage link of 20%. He has a bruiser of 40%. Oh my god, but the bruiser is only 40%. Listen, you little incel. We have range damage plus 30% in Guild Quest, plus 10% normally, so that's going to stack a little bit more. Killer effect plus 30%. That goes up to 50% in Guild Quest, but then he has status ailment attack boost 80%, which is really not hard for him to pull off because his first 2 strong attacks have a bunch of hits to them. His first strong attack is the 18% magnification. First strong attack has 7 hits. If you're throwing this into a mob of like 3 to 4 enemies, then this is literally going to almost, I don't want to say guarantee, but I think you have like, if there's 4 to 5 enemies, you have a roughly 60% chance to unlock your status ailment. And then his second strong attack is an 800 AoE distant second strong attack. Not many hits on that. I actually thought that this is a range collision attack. Either way, he procs it very often. His third strong attack is going to be the Vacuum Explosion, same as 5th Anniversary Byakuya, 9 hits on that. And he has the debuff mechanic on his special move, so running him as a main runner in Espada week, he does solo at 1 out of 5. The amount of power that you have to solo a hard guild quest is already insane, and soloing Espada week, quote unquote the hardest week, with like time to spare, like without real too much effort, is nuts. I personally do sub 20-second runs with him, Abirama, also an Espada week specialist, and Lunar New Year Rukia. Sub 20 seconds, all of them are 1 out of 5. If that gives you any indication of how like OP those characters are, right? So I'm gonna put him at the top of A tier. I think he's one of the most incredibly strongest units in the game, and he's actually really good in IT as long as the enemies aren't immune to drain. Saruchi, I'm gonna put her over here. I'm gonna put her a little bit behind this Nell because she does have Lacerate and she does have Disabler against Heart Soul Reaper enemies, but there's just much better options in my opinion. Chad, Mind Chad, I'm gonna put him below here. I feel like he has a bit less uses. I do think he's better than Saruchi. Actually, I don't think he's better than Saruchi either. Yeah, I'm gonna put him over there. Actually, I'm gonna put him behind Veruca. If Veruca has like things going on for her, I think that Veruca is better. Chad is better as a base character, but usually you're only using Veruca in certain content in the game anyways. So to Nashirayuki, honestly, she's not a bad character. I'll put her above them. She has freeze on everything. She has an okay kit. I think that she has the 1k by 1k blast, which yeah, she has the 1k by 1k blast for strong attack. She does not have havoc. She does have droplet drop, so she's going to be useful in content like epic raids as well as a droplet zone, etc. So she can be used as a farmer. I like her. I think she's okay. It's just that unfortunately she ended up getting a Quincy killer, and she didn't really get the crazy support that Lisa got when it came to getting Quincy killer. So yeah, there's that. No affiliation killer, Yoruichi, Soichi. I do love this one. This one I actually will put her. I'll put her right under Noelle. Noelle's just way too strong, in my opinion. Don Kanonji does have Disabler. He has some uses, but for the most part, he's only really good in IT if he has Killer. If he doesn't have Killer, he's trash. If he doesn't have Attribute Advantage, he's trash. He does have Disabler against the enemies, but Alright, I'm gonna put Shunsui I want him above Kisuke or below Kisuke. I'm gonna put him above Kisuke just because I feel like Soul Reaper Killer is a little bit more useful, and since he has the Link Slot Potion skill and you can actually use his second strong attack and his Enervator skill in order to weaken the bosses when it comes to epic raids. This character farms the literal hell out of epic raids along with Kisuke. Kisuke autos, Shunsui manuals, and I feel like they're both interchangeable in terms of farming. But for like IT and stuff, I'd rather run Shunsui for autoing certain content. I think I'd rather go Kisuke. Either way, honestly, I'd put them both around the same thing. I still want Ulquiorra higher because as a character, I think Ulquiorra is stronger. But the Link Slot Potion skill, I do want to value that quite heavily. Honestly, I'd actually put... Actually, now that I think about it, I'll put Shunsui up here. Because I think Shunsui is 100% worth working on. I think that he's underrated. I think a lot of people say that he's overrated, but he's not. He has the craziest beam in the game, the 3000 length beam with the width of Safuya Retsu as well as 6th Anniversary Aizen. He has the homing vortex. He might not have the 960 that Aizen or Chad... Did I just say Chad? Oh, god damn it, Marth. He doesn't have the vortex that 5th Anniversary Byakuya or 6th Anniversary Aizen has, but he does have a very, very good third strong attack with the charged AoE distant third strong attack that Spirits Are Forever With You Beyond Bankai Retsu has. Really, 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 really strong third strong attack. I will say that, like, I do still think that Mind is relatively underwhelming. I'm hoping that we get a character that's more broken. I don't think that Shunsui is broken. I would really put him up here. But, like, I do think that he competes very, very well with Ichigo. It's just that Ichigo has a lot more uses because of the Marauder, right? Next, we do have Giriko. Giriko, really good for melee Rankar week. I'd actually put him above Candace because I feel like he's more useful. He has a boost with multi-barrier second strong attack, which is really, really good. And he's just an overall good unit because he also farms droplet. So, like, he's a droplet farmer as well. Honestly, just really, really, really good. Yami, I'm gonna put him in arena. I don't even know if this Yami has a guard break. I believe he does. If he doesn't, oof. Yeah, he doesn't have guard break, which just sucks. Flurry plus 2 and long stride and an extra last ditch. Yeah, if he doesn't need the guard break, then he should be fine, but usually you do. Jackie, I'll put her above the Nell, but below Candace. Honestly, Jackie's actually pretty good as well. Jackie, let's pull her up. I think that she's a droplet farmer. I might be wrong on that. Oh no, she's not a droplet farmer. Now she does have read and no affiliation dodge, which is good for one of the farming weeks. For I think it's medium heart scrolls. Berserker 20%, no havoc unfortunately. She does have guard break, sprinter +2, strong attack recharge -12% with strong attack damage as a link. She does have debilitator +5 seconds, and she also has the shackler ability. A chance to inflict slow every 5 seconds at 12% for 2 seconds. Really good because she does have debilitator. 100% chance to hit read no affiliation dodge. Yeah, debilitator +5 seconds, good. And then for her attacks, her first strong attack is going to be, this one's a weird one. Let me see, 475. So okay, so this is a lunge for strong attack. Her second strong attack is an 800 AoE distant second strong attack, so that's going to be the circular. And then her third strong attack is probably one of the weirdest ones I've ever seen. And she has a 1000 into 625 radius. I think that she has like a lunge into the explosion, which is probably one of the more unique strong attacks in the game, and honestly one of the cooler ones. I hope that K-Lab releases a little more utility to a lot of these things. Shinji, I'm gonna put him right below Kisuke just because Kisuke is such an insane farmer. Shinji is still one of the best characters to be released for Mind, but just like I said, goes to show not really all that. Like Mind just needs, in my opinion, more broken characters. And then I'm gonna put this Toshiro up top here. I don't think that this Toshiro is really all that broken or nothing like that. He just has a lot of value, right? And I've talked to Envy about this. I kind of wanted to deny it, but I really can't really deny it. Like, he has a Hollow Killer, right? His kit, he has a a shave of 40% strong attack. Second strong attack is an 800 AoE distant, full screen, third strong attack. So he has that going for him. Like, he has a relatively okay kit. Unfortunately, he didn't get Havoc, but he has the debuff mechanic on his special move. Excellent for farming epic raids. Excellent for quite a lot of content in this game, because he also has weakened defense built into him. Weakened defense with the debuff mechanic on the special is really strong. On top of that, he does have Heart Droplet drop for 30% and Heart Link Slot Potions +5. Good for IZ, good for farming droplets, good for epic raids, right? So epic raids, he is one of the best farmers in the game. Weakened defense, debuff mechanic built in. Excuse me. And then the just farming droplets and link slots. Excuse me, trying not to burp again. He does have guard break built into him. Berserker 20%, debilitator +5 seconds. For his innate skills, he also has debilitator +5 seconds, read, hollow, dodge, and then he also has team party recover 20% stamina, which is good for keeping a hold of your full stamina damage boost. Honestly, I really like this character. I think he's really good. I just wish he had Havoc, honestly. And Kenpachi, honestly, this character is mainly only going to be really useful in Brave battles. However, since he did get guard break, this character is also a really good farmer. I don't know where I would want to put him for autoing. I'd probably put him probably above Shinji if you're just using him to auto. But like, in terms of like value, like obviously like these droplet farmers and link slot farmers are going to be relatively like more valuable. So that's pretty much going to be the list. I guess you could definitely argue against this list. I'm not going to blame you. I mean, personal preference is personal preference. I'll just zoom in. Yeah, and that's pretty much going to be the list. Like, really, I do see a lot of value in this banner. I do see K-Lab doing some crazy stuff in the future, but we'll see exactly how that goes. B tier, going to be the characters that I wouldn't really recommend working on. A tier, depending on how you want to really run them. Obviously, Kenpachi is going to be like at the top of Brave battles only, because that's going to be the main place that you're going to be running him. But I can definitely see a lot of ways that you can do whatever you want here. But I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, grind. I'll catch up with him. Say blessed, like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. For those that don't, I guess I didn't really talk about Shinji all that much. I'm trying to not take too long, and normally I like to go over every character that's really worth talking about. But unfortunately for Mind, there's a lot of really great characters, but it's kind of hard to differentiate with the S tier, right? So Mind attribute, Captain strong attack damage 20%, Berserker 40%, full stam 20%. So a lot of damage here. Ailment reversal as well, so he's immune to status ailments from enemies in particular. Frenzy, Havoc 20%, debilitator +5 seconds, weakening. His main issue is that his kit is really more designed for melee, and in my opinion, like, the first strong attack lunge for content like IT, which was kind of the meta at the time. Not really all that special. He doesn't really help with farming. Other content outside of like really IT, like you don't want to bring him into IZ, you don't want to bring him into epic raids unless he's bonus. Second strong attack is going to be the 750 by 750, relatively slow second strong attack, but hits hard nonetheless. He's one of the hardest hitting units in the game for sure. I just don't really want to value that all that much at 1 out of 5. Yeah, it is what it is. I feel like he's just in a weird spot. Like honestly, I like that's why these 3 are here. I think that all of them have like their own real uses, and you can just put them all there. Droplets, I do see them being very, very valuable, but that's why I told you y'all like Kenpachi. Honestly, like you're gonna want like even if you would auto with Kenpachi, I feel like you would want to auto with anyone here except for like Ulquiorra first, right? Like Ulquiorra for GQ is just absolutely nuts. But if you have him, he's 100% worth working on because he'll carry you through almost all the content in the game. Same with this Rukia. Rukia is just nuts. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, you know, and I'll leave the video looking like this, that way people can get mad. But I will leave it at that, guys. Grind on, catch up, and stay blessed. Let me know in the comments below which attribute you want me to do next. We do have the Bankai live stream. I will be streaming that tomorrow. And yeah, grind on, catch up, and stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.